Hello everyone and welcome back to War Thunder with Hippo the Yuppis. Recently Gaijin announced the Battlefield Engineer event in which you can unlock 6 new vehicles for the game, and 2 of those vehicles are aircraft, and as in previous events you can actually try out these 2 aircraft even before the event has started, and the way you do it is probably the first thing you ask is, so you just go to dynamic campaign, and in the case of JU388 you select Germany and the year 1943 aircraft, and then you just have to hope that in the list of missions there is the JU388 listed as the aircraft that you will do the mission with. And if it doesn't work first time, well, you just quit the dynamic campaign and do it again, the setup process, and you might have to do it a couple of times, maybe 5 times if you're unlucky, maybe a bit more if you're really unlucky. But eventually, as long as you have the correct nation and correct year, you will get the aircraft as the one you will do the mission with. And for the I-180S you will select, of course, Soviet Union, and you need to select the aircraft of the year 1941. And again, you might have to do it a couple of times, but you will eventually get a mission where you get to fly out the I-180S. So basically this JU388, it's your typical German heavy fighter. It's quite sluggish, it has good frontal armament, except you have probably noticed that sight, which is pointing downwards quite a bit, so it's quite the same as the JU88 C6, which is the ground attack variant, so it's quite difficult to aim at fast moving targets. And those cannons sure hit hard when they do hit, but this difficult aiming combined with the overall sluggishness of the plane kinda makes it really hard to use. You do have that Schrägemusik cannons on top, but those are quite worthless in almost every situation. Only like if you're approaching a bomber from below and he doesn't notice you for some reason, you can use it. You can see the cockpit is not ready yet, and the reflector side is all over the place, so you cannot even see the actual sight picture. The tail turret, the tail gunner turret, whatever, it's quite useful. It has a wide angle or arc of fire. I think it's a double 13mm machine guns, so it does protect you a bit. But then again, it's a heavy fighter, so you are a heavy fighter which cannot carry any bombs or rockets, so you cannot use it for ground battles really. And in my opinion, I'm not really that excited in this plane. It has the radar, so that's something, but the Me-410 R6 has better guns. It has the radar too, and basically it's just the same as this but more usable because you can use it for ground attack, so not so excited about this one honestly. And so then we have the I-180S. This is basically an I-16 that's been put to a fattening diet, and then the front of I-185. So yeah, this was basically the predecessor of I-185. As you can see, the cockpit is done, it's quite beautiful. And the armament on this thing is 2 7.62 Skash machine guns and 2 12.7mm machine guns. I guess they are UBS machine guns. You got 440 rounds for the heavy machine gun, and what was it, like over 1,000 rounds for the 7.62, so you do have an okay amount of ammo, but you don't have so much ammo for the heavy machine guns, and when those run out you only have the Skashes left. So the Skashes are quite good light machine guns or smaller machine guns, but still this thing is pretty much like a plane that fights other fighters. You don't have that much hitting power against heavy bombers. Not that there's that many heavy bombers at this thing's battle rating, probably. Probably this will have quite a low battle rating, like 2 and something. And it does have combat flaps, and unlike the I-16. And it also can carry a pair of bombs, at least. I'm not sure about rockets, but certainly at least a pair of bombs, and I think those bombs were 100 kilos, so that makes this a bit more useful in ground battles. Yeah, you can see it like these ME BF-109s. I mean, these BF-109s are quite easy targets for this plane. Well, bots at least, so yeah, you can shoot down other fighters most of the time. Yeah, there it goes. And yeah, I think this plane probably is more meta material than the Ju-388. This plane maybe isn't so exciting as the Ju-388, but probably more competitive. And of course, since this is the first vehicle that you will get the voucher for, then yeah, this is probably the vehicle that most people will get, at least from this event. It's not terribly exciting, but it's okay gameplay wise, I think. So yeah, I hope you liked this preview into these 2 new vehicles that are coming with the event, and hopefully the tanks and the ships are also interesting. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.